Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? I'm Nev from Nev's Tac Bets, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. Today I want to talk a little bit about Ethereum versus Bitcoin and which one's better and which way I see it going. Now, for the longest time, I've always said there's only three cryptocurrencies you need to worry about: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. These days, you don't even hear much about Litecoin, but it is still being used out there. It is still being used and traded back and forth and all this kind of stuff. Now, a lot of people like Ethereum because there's so much that you can do with it. There's development going on. The person who development is still very public and front facing. Forget his name, but anyways, Satoshi is underground. Nobody knows anything about him, or if he was himself, or if he was a group. Let's face it, most of us already know this full story, right? But one interesting thing is if you look at the price chart of Bitcoin and if you look at the price chart of Ethereum, Bitcoin just keeps going up and up and up, while Ethereum seems to go up, down, up, down, up, down. But it kind of has about the same area that it goes up and down. Now with Bitcoin, we don't have so much inflation as much as Ethereum, or at least not that I'm seeing. It seems as if Bitcoin, the price is going up because there's a lot of financial institutions that are getting it in order to have the value of it, maybe the future value of it, just holding it. But the thing is, it is extraordinarily difficult to use Bitcoin as a way to buy things unless you're using the Lightning Network. If you're using the Lightning Network, things are so much cheaper. Unfortunately, I found out the hard way that NiceHash has a really high minimum withdrawal level unless you use Lightning Network. Now, Lightning Network's really cool because basically it works in a way that if you've dealt with this guy in the past, and if that guy's dealt with this guy in the past, you can send him money directly by ultimately bypassing everything. And that's a great way to go forward. I hope it works. I hope all of that stuff's going to be excellent. We'll have to wait and see, right? So far, so good. I've been sending all of my crypto stuff over NiceHash. I think I make about $1.60 Canadian rupees in about 2 or 3 days. It used to be about a week, but I got so many more solar panels up. Now I got so many more. It's doing a lot better. Let's see how long that lasts for, though, right? Anyways, definitely want to transfer over for the Lightning Network. Now, Ethereum, once again, you can do a lot with it, but we gotta hope to God that we don't get another situation where we get another smart contract that destroys everything. Because if you don't remember, Ethereum version 1, Ethereum Classic, was basically left in the dust, in the behind, all because there was one bad smart contract. Now, smart contracts kind of the thing. You go up to a pop machine. Geez, I don't even have any pop machines in my village anymore. I don't even think any other villages do either. Anyways, you go to a pop machine, you put in 50 cents, you hit the button, you get the Coke, receive bacon. Like all very good stuff. And that's basically a smart contract. And somebody had a smart contract that somebody figured out how to hack, which was basically I'm going to put $10 in, but before that I'm going to take $5 out. Before that I'm going to take $5 out. Before that I'm going to take $5 out. And before they caught it, a lot of money was lost. So they switched to Ethereum 2.0, which is why sometimes if you want to transfer money, you have to say you're using the ETH-20 instead of the CRO, for example. I just lost $2.50 trying to move a little bit of crypto. Man, that wrapped stuff is really interesting. How that works. It's not an atomic swap. Those things have been done before, like with I think it was with Ethereum to Bitcoin. But anyways, Bitcoin is best. Bitcoin's number one, and it's always going to be number one. It's the gold standard. It was the first. because of that, the price is always going to be very high. Because of that, everyone's always going to be interested in that. Because of that, that's why we got what we got ultimately. And we gotta love it. We gotta love it. I'm kind of surprised that, like, we'll look at the chart, the price chart for Ethereum. It keeps going up and down and up and down. It hasn't really boomed yet. But when Donald Trump came in, man, when Trump came in, all crypto went to the moon. And now all the crap coins are starting to, they're settling slowly, slowly, slowly. And that's unfortunate. But Bitcoin will always be number one. Once again, gold standard. There's only so much gold, and there's only so much Bitcoin. Number one in the hood, G. Anyways, that's it for me. Nev from Nev's Tac Bets. Like, subscribe if you like this stuff. Give me a thumbs up. Always appreciated. But more importantly, folks, take care of each other, eh?